I've come back down to the area where the verge was cut despite a dormouse survey going on. And I did a video when I came past at the weekend and it picked up a lot of traction because, you know, it's pretty bad. So I've come back now to talk about it in more depth and really show you the area. So I'm on a farm track that runs along by Minster Marshes, the area that's under threat of development from the National Grid. And we don't really know who owns this farm track, and I believe it's being used too much and it shouldn't be getting used, but it is getting used all the time. You can see the tracks and the mud. And this is the verge here that was cut, just here, see it? It's always frustrating when verges get cut, especially when it's just in the name of tidiness. Obviously cut them for sight lines and obstructions, but this was cut, and I believe it's been cut to let big machinery down. So along here, we've got lots of dormouse survey tubes, and I'm going to show you one up here now. Here's one in there. Is that a little tube? And there's another one, and there's another survey tube up in this tree. The whole marshes area is littered with these survey tubes to see for activity of dormice. They were installed in the summer, and this verge contained a load of dormice survey tubes. And the problem is, there could have been dormice in them, and there certainly could have been dormice in amongst this lot. And also, surveying for dormice is an important thing. How is this allowed to happen? All this get cut back right now. And I know that dormice survey tubes were destroyed because I've seen them here. And look, see that there? That is part of a dormouse box. And there's all these bits of the plastic coating from a few dormice boxes that were just simply ploughed through with machinery. Now, it's devastating. I mean, I think they were last checked out in November, but they're there to attract dormice, so there could well have been dormice in here. Dormice are extremely rare. They're nocturnal and they hibernate. I've never seen one in the wild. Dor is French for sleep, so dormice means sleepy mouse, and they're a real special creature. And it's really sad to see an area that's being surveyed just chomped through like this. And this really shows when this big development by National Grid they plan to do, it's not just the building and the infrastructure that's the problem, it's the construction of that infrastructure. And at the moment, we're only at the survey stage and we're already seeing destruction. Many landowners are getting really fed up with National Grid because their machinery's been chewing up their paths. They've had machinery actually getting stuck in ditches. And I saw when I had my drone up over the golf course, some of the destruction in the golf course by them. So the construction and survey stage is very destructive to us and to wildlife, let alone the actual building that will cause irreversible damage. So yeah, this is the verge I was talking about, and it was extremely disappointing to see it shredded up despite containing quite a few survey boxes. Really frustrating. You can see they've actually come down this side as well. We've got a few of the young trees have been shredded up along here, and we don't know who did it, and we don't actually know who owns that bit of land either. But yeah, so that's more detail about that. Cheers for watching, guys. Get wild.